myself Ami Mehta, and in previous video lecture we have already discussed three operators in .NET. So which is comparison operator, arithmetic operator and logical operator. Now in this video lecture let us discuss the remaining parts of the operators. So the next operator is assignment operator. So what is the task of assignment operator? It assigns some value from the right hand side to left hand side. So there are following assignment operators supported by VB.NET. So the first one is equal to operator. So it is a simple assignment operator and it assigns values from right side operands to the left side operand. So for example, C is equal to A plus B. So what it do? It will assign values of A plus B into C. The next operator is plus is equal to. So it add and assignment operator. So then how we can read plus is equal to is add and assignment operator. It adds right operand to the left operand and assign the result to the left operand. So C plus is equal to A is equal to actually C is equal to C plus A. Now same minus is equal to the subtract and assignment operator. So it subtract right operand from the left operand and assign the result to left operand. So C minus equal to A is nothing but the C is equal to C minus A. The next one is multiply equal to. So multiply and assignment operator, it multiplies right operand with the left operand and assign the result to left operand. So C multiply equal to A is nothing but the C equal to C multiply A. The next one is division equal to. So divide and assignment operator, it divides left operand with the right operand and assign the result to left operand. So C divide equal to A is equivalent to the C equal to C divide by A. Then again this is floating point division, this is integer division. So it results into integer value. And the last one is exponential and assignment operator. It raises the left operand to the power of the right operand and assign the result to left operand. So basically this is combination of arithmetic operator plus this is equal to assignment operator. Okay, so C exponential is equal to A is equivalent to C is equal to C exponential A. So this is the assignment operator. Now the next operator is bit shift operator. So the bit shift operators perform the shift operations on binary value. So the main point that we have to notify that it perform the shift operation on binary values. So bitwise operators work on bits and perform bit by bit operations. The truth table for AND, OR and exponential are, or this is not exponential, that is not, are as follows. So let us first discuss how actually this shift operation is occurred. So bitwise AND operator copies a bit to the result if it exists in both operands. Likewise OR, binary OR operator copies a bit if it exists in either operand. Then XOR, binary XOR operator copies the bit if it is set in one operand but not both. Not binary ones complement operator is unarray and has the effect of flipping bits. So and binary left shift operator, the left operand value is moved left by the number of bits specified by the right operand, and binary right shift operator, the right operand's value is moved right by the number of bits specified by the right operand. So now let us discuss the example of it one by one. A and B will give 1 2 which is 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 0. Okay, so if we take for example two values and we and do AND operation in it, then OR operate in this, then XOR, NOT, binary left, binary right shift, we can perform this on the binary value. Okay, so this is the bit shift operator. Okay, so these are the remaining two operators in this session, which is assignment and bitwise operator. Okay, the next topic in the .NET is conditional structure in .NET. So what is basically conditional structure? Why conditional structure is required? What is conditional statement? So if we want to something like that if this condition is true, then execute this statement. But if this condition is false, then execute this statement. So for something like that type of operation, we need a conditional structure in every language that is available to create a conditional structure. So the conditional structure helps to conditionally execute a group of statements or statement depending on the value of an expression. So VB.NET provides the following types of decision making statements which given below. So this is the VB.NET provides this 4 types of decision making statement or conditional structure. So the first one is if then statement, then second one is if then else statement, the third one is nested if statement, the fourth one is select case statement. So let us discuss one by one. In this session we just describe about if then statement. So if then statement, it is the simplest form of control statement. It frequently used in decision making and changing the control flow of the program execution. The flowchart for if then statement is given below. So let us discuss the flowchart of the if then statement. So the control is down here and its condition is checked. If the condition is true, then it is this code execution. If condition is false, it go out of the condition. Let us see it by the code. So the syntax for this statement is if, condition, then statement, and then end if. So what we have to write, if the value of a is greater than 5, then we print that this number is greater than 5. And if the value is not, then we out from the loop, out from the set statement. Now let us see the example of if then statement. So this is the syntax of VB.NET, that first we write module, then module name, then our main function, and then let us declare one variable. So for the variable declaration, we already know we have to use dim keyword. So dim, then the name of variable, which is a, then as, and then data type. So this is the syntax to declare variable. Dim, the name of variable, then as, and the data type. So here the data type of a is integer, which is equal to 0. Now this is the comment that check the boolean condition using if statement. If a is less than 1, then console.writeLine a is less than 1. And if, so this is the syntax of if then statement. And if what we write, that value of a is, and we print the value a. Okay, so what happened with this program? We have already declared the value of a is 0. Now if it is less than 1, yes, then what it print, that a is less than 1, and what is the value of a? So the value of a is 0. So this is how you can use if then statement. So this is this conditional statement or decision making statement is basically for the particular to take particular decision. Okay, So what we do actually, we write some condition and print the statement. So likewise you can use another condition statement like we listed here is if then else statement, nested if statement and select case statement. So these three conditional statements we will discuss in the next video session. Okay, I hope all of you understand these two operators and one conditional structure. Okay, thank you.